Good morning. I'm here now. Yes, to discuss about Python onwards. In front of me, I have the screen of Python Anywhere, about which I told you earlier that using Python Anywhere you can get the working terminal of Python on your computer screen online, and you can do all the works there. For that you have to create the account. In the previous video I have discussed about all those things, and today I will have the last session of revising all the things of the previous class, or particularly of class 11th, and later on I will start the topics of class 12th. In the previous 2 days, I discussed about the introduction of pandas series and data frame, and then about some basic functions, about slicing, about head and tail, and all those. Today I will discuss, also last day I told about the broadcasting and matching and broadcasting, and about the binary operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of data frames and series. Today I will discuss mainly about comparisons and Boolean reductions, and about some of the basic statistical functions which are helpful in finding out the results. Now, mostly there will be the demonstrations, and tell one thing I want to make sure from your side, that whatever this Python screen that I show you, is it visible properly, or you have the difficulty in viewing? Because I try my best to zoom the screen up to the sufficient level so that you can see it properly, but you may confirm whether it is suiting you or not in the return WhatsApp message, though I have not taken the WhatsApp screen on my computer and I don't want to take right now, but you will send me the message for confirmation whether you are getting this screen properly or not. So let us start with this is our Python terminal online. Not Python terminal, in fact the Linux terminal is available online, and there will start Python. Python 3. This starts Python terminal, and last day I told about a CSV file that we have already saved there, and we can read it to create a data frame, and that I am doing here. Let us see. Import terminal is waiting, maybe some problem in starting. Let me start this once again. This is Python anywhere.com. With Python anywhere.com, I'm going to the bash console. And here is the console ready. The net connection has become slower a little bit, so creating difficulty. Yes. Now see, I'm writing Python 3. Python is started. Oh, Python is already started, sorry. And now here I'm getting x, let us say, equal to, first of all, let me import pandas. Import import pandas as, let us say, pd. Now let us say x equal to pd dot read underscore csv marks dot csv. This is taken, and then I am taking some of the slices from this, like this whole is this. Let us say I am taking hy, pr and tot. 3 rows, 3 columns I am taking to extract another data frame and on which I will perform the operations. And for this I am writing, see this very carefully, this is n equal to, n maybe just standing for new, x dot loc. Loc is taken for extracting rows. Colon I'm giving simply, starting and ending part is not taken. So this indicates that all the rows are considered. And for columns, let us say I'm writing hy, then pr, then tot, this is taken. So n when is printed, you are observing that this hy, pr and tot has been taken. This is clear. This is the command written here. You will find, let me explain this, that with this you see this x dot loc, you know, loc is the function, loc is the function that is used LOC is the function that is used to LOC is the function that is used to extract rows from the data series. Now here with LOC, the limits part is blank. That means from the beginning to the end, from beginning to the end, I want the rows. On the other hand, this list has been given, you are observing, this list has been given. This list is containing the label of columns like HY, PR, and TOT. So this is making only these three columns to be extracted, and finally you are taking it in N. So N is containing the row indices 1, 2, 3, 4, the normal row indices, and column indices are HY, PR, and TOT. These three only taken. So you have another data frame TOT that contains all these things. If you want to extract some specific rows, in fact, then for that also, since it is big, so let us extract some smaller one, n equal to n equal to n dot I LOC. Yeah, let us say LOC itself, no need of indices, because only this is only available 0 to, let us say, 10. Now n, when you will get, you will find only 10 items from the given data frame to work with. Now the comparison functions, first of all, or comparison works can be done in two ways. First of all, by the operators. You know, operators are greater than, less than, equal to, double equal to, like other programming languages it is used, less than, equal. Let me write this first. This is, let me come to GIMP. Comparisons and Boolean reductions. Normally, data items in pandas object can be compared with scalar data item hello or other compatible data objects to extract the result accordingly. This is done in two ways. First, by the use of comparison operators. They are greater than, less than, equal to, less than equal to, greater than equal to, and not equal to. This has to be checked whether not equal to works in this way or in this way. Another is by the use of comparison functions or methods of pandas objects. These are GT, LT, GT, LT, EQ, LE for less than and equal to, GE greater than or equal to, and maybe NE for not equal to. Video is getting stopped. Why? Hello. Good morning, Father. Fine. Father, may I talk to you after 12? Actually, I am taking the class now. I am taking. Yes, this is now connected. So I was talking that by the use of comparison functions or methods of pandas object, you can do this. And these are GT, LT, EQ, GE, and NE. Now, in order to use it, come to the terminal. We have N here, and let us have the comparison. And with these marks, let us find about, let us say how many of the students are getting marks greater than 30. So let us take N. Let us say for HY, I am considering HY is giving you all the HY marks. Now you are extracting N, HY greater than, let us say, 30. When you are pressing enter, you are finding everything false, but one is true. Yes, here at the top one is true, rest others are coming false. Let us take some other value like greater than 20. Then you see true, true, false, false. So here you have the values. Let me get N first. You have here first some of the values you can observe. 0 is true. Here you see in the lower part you are finding 0 is having 41, then 25.5, then 2 is having 8. So first 2 you are finding true, and the next is first 2 is found true as it is greater than 20, and the third one 8 is coming false, 14 is coming false because they are less than 20. So in this way, whatever the value, whatever the number, scalar number you are giving, that is propagated Wait, I think it is not coming clear properly. Yes. So whatever is coming here, whatever the scalar value that you are giving is propagated throughout, and then a comparison is done. Broadcasting is done, appropriate matching is done. Since one value is given, one is given, you can say you can give two values also, like let us say n hy greater than n, let us say pr. Pressing enter, some invalidity it is showing. Okay, in another way we'll see. Oh, general mistake that I can make is made here also. Here the ending quotation mark is missing. Now see, the two comparisons are done, hy and pr, one by one, one to one, in one to one relation they are compared, and you are observing the result on the screen. If you want to add this together, n, let us say one row I am adding, that will be a revision also, result equal to n hy greater than n pr. So you see, in n, one new row I am adding, having the Boolean values extracted by comparing the values of hy and pr. Pressing enter, that has been created, and when you will print n, you will find, now it is good for you to observe that 41 is compared with 25, the result is true. 25 is compared to 25, 20.5 is here, is compared to 25, the result is true. 8 is compared to 18, you are seeing the result is so one to one, in one to one relation the comparisons are done and the result is kept there. Above that you see n hy greater than n pr given. So with this, the in one-to-one relation the comparison is done. This is in fact the example of broadcasting and matching also, that the operation is broadcasted and it is executed by matching the exact rows or columns, whatever is specified accordingly. Now next to this, in another way, if you want to do this, like n hy dot gt 20. So this is another way of giving this by the use of function of data frame. This has been done. Let me write this. Example. Use of operators like x equal to n hy. For the specific column I'm doing this, so to make it more clear and to work with only one column, I'm specifying this greater than 20. Here operator is used. Then use of function or method. Here you have written x equal to n hy dot gt. Gt is the function that finds the greater than relation gt, and within this the scalar value you are giving. Both of these have same results. Now come to the terminal once again. One more thing I want to make sure that in WhatsApp all of you will please confirm me whether you have created. Again there is pause. Today, in fact, the net speed is appearing very slow. So time to time, I think this is not coming. Maybe my voice is going, but the video is not going. So I want to tell that since communication problem is existing, net speed is slow at my end, so the video is not going, but whatever the paper is related to this, I will upload. One paper I have already uploaded, that is basic operation, and considering this only I am discussing today. See, the comparisons I have discussed, then there is reductions, Boolean reductions, and Boolean reductions are okay. Boolean reductions are the results of combining Boolean values. If you recall, I discussed about two main operations, AND operation and OR operation. You know, when more than one Boolean values are combined together, then with AND, when all the Boolean values are true, then the result is true. And with OR, When only one boolean value is if true, then the result comes true. Means this or this or this or this, when this comes, the true result comes. And similarly in AND, when all are coming true, then the result comes true. So they are the two main uh, main reduction functions used in data frames. Right now you have seen that when you were comparing the values, then true false, all those things were coming. Now altogether, what is the status? Altogether, what is, when you will combine all the true or false, then in what way you want to extract the information? That is, if desired, then these things are used, like any. Remember, any is for OR operation, all is for AND operation. So this reduces all the values of different columns or different rows, combining them together on the basis either by OR operation or by AND operation. In this way, the things are done. At the same time, I want to recall that these works, like this comparison work and others, can be done axis oriented also. If you want to do with a particular axis, like axis of column or axis of row, then this can be done. So in this way, Boolean comparison and Boolean reduction is done. I told about the statistical function also in the beginning, that I will talk about. Statistical function mainly you have done also, like sum and calculating the mean and standard deviation, and there's one maximum and minimum. All these results can be found in by extracting the values, or by considering the values from different columns and rows. Access are specified accordingly. Whatever the PDF I have uploaded right now is having all those things mentioned there. So kindly you will go through this and you will find the result of all those things also. So up to this, the parts were mentioned in 11th and that you have done earlier, and I have done the revision, and from next day onwards I will move to the topics discussed in topics mentioned in 12th syllabus, and I think it is beginning with NumPy array. So we'll move accordingly, and today I'm winding up the class, and you will make sure whether you have configured Python anywhere in your computer or not, and whatever the basic of actually in basic operations .pdf, so many other things are also mentioned. But whatever I have discussed, whatever I have mentioned, whatever the areas I have considered, you will go through only those. The rest of the things will come in the subsequent sessions. Also, there are so many examples given in them also. Whatever comes to your understanding level, you will work with them only. For others, there is no need to touch, because once you will understand, then it is possible to be done properly. Otherwise, simple copy and paste if you will do, I think there is no need of that. So let me wind up today. I'm sorry, due to communication problem, video has not been uploaded. There is some problem in the mobile also. I told you earlier also that I'm not getting one cable arranged for my camera. So by video camera, this is not being possible right now, but I'm in the way to arrange it. When I will go, such type of problems will be sorted. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I think still people are found online. So let me continue as this is started. Hmm. Boolean reductions. Mainly and or. For and, the function is all. For or, the function is any. Come to the terminal. You see, if we consider these, then here in the upper part, you see, if you are observing, let me take a little bit smaller. Yes. Observing here that when n is nhy.gt20 has been calculated, then you see this true, false, this results are coming. Now, if I will apply any for the same, this is the command dot, let us say any. When any is given, then you see, since true, at least one true, more than one true is available, though false is available, but there is actually, see, you are finding, suppose I put the question, practically, if you think, suppose I ask the question, is there anyone getting marks more than 20 in HY? The question is there anyone getting marks more than 20 in the in HY exam? The answer will be what? Only one answer will be there, either true or false. So for such situations, it is necessary to have aggregation, or it is necessary to have the reduction of all the Boolean values according to the requirement. So I'm asking, is there anyone having the marks greater than 20 in HY? Is there anyone? The word you find focused on the word anyone. So any is similar to the logical or operation. Now here it is in the Python way, this is written as nhy.gt20.any. Matlab ye that a number 20 is considered to compare the marks of half yearly of n Is there anyone like this? Pressing enter, you will find yes, it is. So true is coming as a result. Now, in its reverse way, are all having the marks greater than 20? General question. Are all students, let us say 20 is the pass marks. Then, is it so all the students are pass? Then you will put it all here. All. So no, the result is false. The result tells no, all are not having marks greater than 20. So this is the magic of all these things, and in fact this is the practical application and use of all those things. Now let us see about some of the aggregation statistical function also to find the aggregate result. Like let me print n first of all. N is here. Now suppose I want the sum of HY and PR to be calculated. How, in what way I want to calculate the sum? Sum I want to calculate row wise. So let us see what I write. I want to add a new total n. Let us say the new row I am adding as CTOT. Means calculated total. This stands for this calculated total. CTOT equal to n n let us extract the 2 from this. N, the method earlier I wrote n dot loc colon comma hy comma pr close, this also closed, dot sum. Sum is the function, sum, and within bracket I am writing either simply 1 is written or you will write axis equal 1. Pressing enter, this has been calculated and added as one row. Pressing n, you will see that C tot is having, earlier the calculated value was already there in the table. So you see 66 here and here calculated 66. 51 calculated 50.5. This is rounded figure given. 26, 26. 32, 32. 52, 52. So in this way, this has been calculated. Here, what you write there, if you will write axis equal to 0, then calculation is done column wise. When you will write axis equal to 0, but you should have the appropriate, like when you are writing n dot sum axis, this time I am writing simply 0. N dot sum 0. Now you see the sum of HY, the sum of PR, and the sum of TOT, sum of result, and sum of CTOT both are coming. Now you will find the difference in TOT and CTOT. This is due to the fractional values, because in TOT the rounded values are set, so there will be the difference of 0.5 at some places in both, and accordingly you have the difference in the result. But the main thing to point out is sum equal to 0, sum 0 is given, n dot sum within bracket 0 is given. Just wait. N dot sum 0 calculates the sum of all the numeral items, column wise, and n dot sum 1 calculates the sum of all the items included, let me write, included row wise. Similarly, other aggregation functions are also used, like mean, max, min, etc. Here, instead of this, axis equal to 0 can also be written. Instead of this, axis equal to 1 can also be written. So this was all. Let us finally wind up all the things, and I hope you will do the revision of all those things on your personal terminals. In case of any difficulties, you can send me WhatsApp message, preferably if you have problem in installation and running the contents. You will refer the text. This page I think has sufficient contents, so this page I will upload. Yes, just for the reference of the class I will upload this also after this. Thank you.